I'd like to welcome everyone to a very special service we hold every month, our monthly memorial service, our Shotsuki Hoyo. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kathy Mikuni, and I'll be your service chair. And I'd like to thank all those who made the service possible. Reverend Gibbs, our organist, Howard Hayes, the flowers, the beautiful flowers on the Naijin, which are done by Kyoko Okura Gibbs, and the streaming of the service, which is done by Alan Goto in the back, and Kathy Kumagai remotely. On the first Sunday of each month, we observe the monthly memorial service, Shotsuki Hoyo, in honor of those members of our Buddhist community who have passed away during the respective month in which this service is being held. Sensei will now read the names of the loved ones who passed away in the month of May, in whose memory this morning's service is being conducted. For those of you observing today's service in recognition of family members or friends who have passed away, please come forward as Sensei reads the name of your departed loved one to offer incense in their honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. If I may, then I will read the names of those we're honoring today, those to whom we dedicate this service, the friends and family members who we know had passed in the month of May. The May Shotsuki Hoyo list: Amasuge Kiyoko, Arima Tomo Saburo, Endo Gihei, Fujimoto Kimi, Fujimoto Masao, Fukuwa Ruriko Betty, Gibbs Margaret, Goto Chikako, Hamano Shinajiro, Hashimura, Gary Akira, Hernandez Setsuko Sonoki, Ikeda Dr. Kazuo, Ikeda Kiichi, Kawamoto Yoichi, Kawamura Randy, Kikawa Alan, Kishaba Kiyoko, Kuramoto Kaori, Kuramoto Stephen, Marumoto Kunitoshi, Matsumoto Rokuichi, Mito Aiji, Miyagishima Genkichi, Miyamoto Kome, Miyashita Shinichi, Murashige George, Naito Susako, Nakajima Nui, Nakamoto Kenichi, Nakamura Tani, Nakashimo Hirose, Nishimoto Jin Kaoru, Nishimura Ki, Numa Toranosuke, Numa Toranosuke, Ogata Y, Okuno Heiji, Okuno Tane, Okutani Koshimo, Onishi Katsuto, Otani Waka, Sakura Ushi, Sato Ayako, Sato Henry Yoshio, Shimoda Tokiko, Shinmoto Bill, Shirozu Iso, Suechika Tom, Sunada Yuku, Sunairi, Chieko, Takemoto, Mitsuyo, Tamanaha Kokichi, Tanaka Hiroshi, Tanaka Minoru, Tanaka Ryotaro, Tanaka Sute, Tanaka Yone, Tasaki Hyakutaro, Tsukimoto Mary Yoshie, Ushijima Helen Mori, Utsumi Helen Chieko, Wakabayashi Nobuki, Watanabe Mitsu, Yamada Sentaro, Yamamoto Yoshikyo, Yamasaki Toshimi, Yamashita Shigeichi Jack, Yamane Tatsuo, Yusa Hatsuo. Thank you very much. These are the names on our current Shotsuki Hoyo list for the month of May. If you lost someone in the month of May and they're not on our list yet, please let us know. We'll be happy to read their name each month, and there is, of course, no charge for that.
Thank you, Sensei, for honoring those who have passed away in the month of May. Could the Sangha please rise for a short meditative reading? And this is from Reverend Kenryu Tsuji from his The Heart of the Buddha Dharma. My life is fleeting and finite, and I do not know with certitude what tomorrow has in store for me. But in the transitory boundaries of my existence is the timeless flow of Amida's life. In the infinite sound of my Nembutsu is Amida's voice of compassion, tirelessly calling me. Like a small stream that enters the mighty current of the great river, so does my insignificant life in the Nembutsu join the majestic flow of Amida's infinite life. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Please be seated. Sensei Reverend Gibbs will now lead us in sutra chanting, and today it will be Sambutsuge, page 33 in your service book. So, thank you.
Namo. Namo. Yes, thank you. And before we chant the Sambutsuge together, I believe that's page 33 in your book, I will chant the Sambujo, which is inviting Amida Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and the awoken persons of all directions to be here with us. Bujo Mida Nyoi Niundo Jo Son Ge La Jo Shaka Nyoloi Niu 부조 지이포 뇨라이 니운도 This morning, on this occasion of the Shotsuki Hoyo service for the month of May, the members of the Pasadena Buddhist Temple, our friends and our guests, renew our reliance upon the three treasures of the truth. We rely upon the Buddha, we rely upon the Dharma, we rely upon the Sangha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Now again, if you would, please join me in the chanting of the San Butsuge. Busatsu Daimuryo Jukyo San Butsuge Hogen Gigi Ijin Mugoku Nyode Enmyo Muyo Totya Nichigatmani Shuko Enyo Kaishtonpe Yunyaku Jumoku Nyolai Yogen Shote Murin Shogaku Daion Koru Jippo Kaimon Shojin Tammai Chie Itoku Muryo Shushokeu Jintai Vennen Shobuten Hokai Bujin Jinno Pungong Aitai Mumyo Yokunu Eson Yomu Minno Shishi Jintoku Muryo Kukun Kodai Chie Jinmyo Homyo Itho Shindo Daisen Tangata Butai Sho Kado Shoji Mihunge Daten Uthe Joi Kainin Shojin Nyose Sammai Chie Ijo Kote Tokubuten Fugyo Shigan Ithai Kuku Ithadayon Keshi Ubuten Yakusen Nokuman Muryo Daisho Shunyong Oja Kuyo Isai Shito Shobuten Funyo Gudo Kensho Hungyaku Inyong Oja Shobuten Sekai Ufu Kage Mushu Tatendo Komyo Shisho Henshi Shokoku Nyode Shojin Ijin Nanryo Ryoga Thabuten Kokudo Daichi Goshu Kimyo Dojo Chozaten Kokunyo Naion 니무토소 가토 아이민 이사이 지포라이쇼 신나튼 쇼조 이토가 코쿠케라쿠 안논 거붓 신묘 내가 신쇼 고투간노히 리키쇼 쇼요쿠 지포 테손 시에 무게 조려 시손 시가 신교 태려 신시 쇼쿠 도쿠추 가교 쇼진나 닌주케 나만나부 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 가니야 시쿠도쿠 요도세 이사이 돈모나이 신 온요 나만다부 라만다 나만다부 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 라만다 나모 아미르부츠 나모 아미르부츠 나모 아미르부츠 나모 아미르부츠.
Thank you, Sensei. Could the Sangha please rise for the Gatha? And it will be Tsukika Detta. It is on page 164 of your service book. Tsukika Detta, page 164. And if you could remain standing for a reflective recitation by Reverend Gibbs, which will be the golden chain on page number 8. the Sangha could please be seated. Sensei will now give his Dharma message, and the theme today is Fellowship with Others, Love for the World.
We're going to read the golden chain.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You can see it. Sorry, you didn't arrange seated or standing, whichever you want.
Yeah, that's my one mistake for the day. I always make one.
Just fine. Thank you so much, Kathy. We will do this together if you can. Join right in with me after I read the title. The Golden Chain. I am a link in Amita's golden chain of love that stretches
Around the world.
I will keep
My link bright and strong. May I be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. May I think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amita's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Now you can be seated. Again, Sensei's Dharma message will be fellowship with others, love for the world. Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. Well, thank you for being here today. I'll give you the latest weather report. There are small amounts of moisture that are slightly falling out of the sky on a rare occasion. People in California call this rain, but it is some kind of a dampness, so it's heavier than it was when we got here. I also must thank my colleagues in presenting this service. It is a team event, and we always rely on Alan Goto for being our videographer on Shotsuki Hoyo Day, and whenever else he's good enough to make the time, which he does almost always. He also provides tech support. As Kathy mentioned, Kathy Kumagai also providing tech support at a distance. Kyoko Gregory Gibbs did the flowers and also keeps the Naijin clean, and the temple building clean, helps keep the temple building clean for us. We have Howard Hayes playing the organist today. And of course, Kathy Mikuni is our chairperson. Now, I'm not intending to speak at great length today, but I have 2 points to make in the title here. Fellowship for others, fellowship with others, and love for the world. So those are 2 points. We're hoping to have fellowship with others and love for the world. Those 2 points are wrapped into the title, and again, that is fellowship with others and love for the world. In each moment, we have and display an attitude toward the world and an orientation towards other people. I aspire toward having fellowship with others and love for the world. I recommend having fellowship with others and love for the world. What other options are there? What other options are there? We're here for Shotsuki Hoyo for the month of May. This service is dedicated to the people whose names I read earlier, those friends and family members who have passed away in the month of May. My Aunt Margaret passed away in May of 2012. I loved my Aunt Margaret. She was the youngest of 7 children, but she came to be the matriarch of the family. She was the one that sent the letters, made the phone calls, made sure we all got together every few years, the one who made the effort to keep in touch. She kept the family together, and that was something she did during her 88 years on this earth. She wasn't my favorite auntie. My favorite auntie was Aunt Katie, who was energetic and fun, and she was fun for 102 years. I still had fun talking to her when she was 102. When I talked to her at 97, she was as coherent as anybody in the current federal administration. At 97, she had almost all of her marbles, but at 102, she did not, and she would say the same thing over and over. The last 2 times we saw her, like, it was a constant. So where are you living now? And now, where are you living? The place you're living, where is it now? Over and over. You know, that's what you get with certain kinds of cognitive loss. We all have cognitive loss as age goes on. Some of them are syndromes, Alzheimer's and such. I think she had the traditional Alzheimer's disease. But some of us just have some cognitive loss. And by golly, despite the memory loss, she was fun to be with, right up to 102. We had a great time at her 100th birthday party. I saw one of my cousins that I hadn't seen since 1954, and I had a good time talking with her. So I found out about my uncle that I didn't know. My family's from Idaho, and so if you know Idaho or Utah, that means that you have a family that is some components of two things, Mormon or Jack Mormon. And it turns out my Uncle Jack was not the only one who wasn't even a Jack Mormon. When they told him it was time for him to be baptized, he was about 9 or 10 years old, he took a backpack and filled it with food and a change of clothes, and he went and hid in the forest for a couple days. So my grandmother said, okay, if it means that much to you, you don't have to be baptized. But most of the family were either Mormon or Jack Mormon, and I had a good chance to meet him when my Aunt Katie had her 100th birthday party. She had 2 more years to live after that. Those of you who have a full family experience, you have grandparents, you have parents, you have uncles and aunts, and you have cousins, and you have your own children, and may I ask those who have children, do you have a favorite child? Well, probably not. Probably not. Maybe. Some do, but probably not. You know, and I do not, because I love both my sons absolutely and without reservation and with complete commitment. So they're the same to me. My 2 boys are the same in terms of how much I love them. I love them without limits. Do you have a favorite aunt or uncle? I bet if you have very many, you must. They're not all the same. Some are just more fun to be with. Katie was energetic and fun. Ivalu was quiet, but dignified and warm. One of those people that's quiet on the surface, but warm underneath. But you have various relatives and various friends, and you have different relationships to them. Katie was my favorite auntie. My favorite uncle was Uncle Rich. He wasn't even a blood relative. He was Katie's husband, Rich Hayes. And he was a charmer. And his son, Stephen Hayes, my cousin Steve, was the most charming person I've ever known in my life. Just Mr. Wonderful. If we do have a large enough family, we will have a favorite uncle, a favorite cousin, you know. And outside of our family, our relationships with others vary a lot. There are people we just love being around. My Aunt Katie was one of those. Her second son, Steve, was one of those. Her older son, her first son, Benton, was very quiet. Really, really quiet. You know, it's a good thing when Steve was around, because those guys, no matter how nice they are, it's hard to be relaxed with somebody who never speaks. You know? Benton very seldom spoke, but he was always with Steve, and Steve was Mr. Charming. So as a couple, they were my charming cousins, the sons of my favorite auntie. Our relationships with the various people we encounter in our lives outside of our family usually form a broad spectrum of different kinds of relationship. We love some people. We like others a lot. Some people we barely notice. Some folks irritate us a bit. Some guys and gals irritate us a lot. There's one guy in the Northwest and one guy in Fresno. It would bother me to have them in the same room with me. If I was at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Ontario, Oregon, it's this big room, it holds 2,000 people. We used to have the district conventions there about once every 3 or 4 years, and you have 400 people, and you look out and you think, oh God, nobody's here today, because 3/4 of the place is still empty with 400 people. If he was in that room, there's these 2 guys, one of them, I'll tell you the name, what's his name? Art Garcia. If Art Garcia or this other guy whose name I won't mention were in the room and there were 2,000 people and someone told you know Art Garcia's in the back, it would ruin my day. You know, there are people like that you just don't get on with them. You've had conflicts with them. It's hard to forget. We have a range of reactions to other human beings. But other people make the day better just if you say hello to them, you know, just to say hello to them. It's that way with my sons. When they're busy with school and they're, you know, if my second son is on the computer doing something and he walks out the room on the way to go to work and I say, do you need a ride? And he says, no, I've got time. And he goes to the bus and he says, See you later, that's all I need. That makes my day. That makes my day. There are people that just, hi, well, good, have a good day. That's all you need. Makes your day. Our relationships with other people form a broad spectrum. Our relationships with other people, they're like a dimmer switch that has this almost infinite range of degrees. A little bit light, oh, a little bit darker, oh, quite a bit darker, oh, substantially darker, oh, a little bit lighter, a lot lighter, oh, really light. A whole range of relationships with people. That's how it is. Our relationship with life itself is like an on-off switch. You got one choice. Love life or hate it. If you don't love life, no matter what you think, you hate it. It's an on-off switch. Life is here. Either love it or you're out of sync with it. You're in the dumps. You either love this life or you don't. If you don't see life through the eyes of love, life appears terrifying, threatening, perhaps disgusting. Again, so far as how we view life goes, how we view the world, it's an on-off switch. Love it or don't. There's no range. There's no big perspective. So allow me to quote a recent American poet. I believe she died in 2017 at the age of 83, Mary Oliver. And this American poet, Mary Oliver, this is her recommendation on how to view life. You have a life. Look, and look again. The world is not just a little thrill for the eyes. It's more than bones. It's more than the delicate wrist with its personal pulse. It's more than the beating of a single heart. It's praising. It's giving until giving feels like receiving. You have a life. Just imagine that. You have this day, and maybe another, and maybe still another. The poet Mary Oliver. Again, our attitude towards other beings can vary widely. You feel love for many. We feel affection for many, many people we encounter. We respect, to some degree, every living thing. But for some people and for some animals, tolerance is all you can manage. That's how it is. Don't settle for tolerating life. Aspire for harmony and compatibility with others, whatever really comes. We aspire for harmony and compatibility with others, for companionship, for fellowship. That's our hope and our aspiration. Demand of yourself love for life. All that is the Buddha Dharma is not confined to Buddhist sources. So here, allow me to, in closing, read again that poem by the American poet Mary Oliver. This is what she tells us about the attitude we should have toward life itself, toward the world. You have a life. Look and look again. This world is not just a little thrill for the eyes. It's more than bones. It's more than the delicate wrist with its personal pulse. It's more than the beating of a single heart. It's praising. It's giving until giving feels like receiving. You have a life. Imagine that. You have this day and maybe another, and maybe still another. As you wish, please join me in Gassho and saying the Buddha's name a few times in closing the Dharma message portion of our service. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sensei. for your wonderful Dharma talk. It's a time to remember our friends and our family and all the beautiful things in this world. And actually hearing the rain coming down.
It's actual right now.
Yeah. It's gone from the mist or the drizzle to now it's a real rain. But the sound of the rain is quite beautiful if we really listen. But again, thank you, Sensei, for your message. And believe it or not, I was going to read a poem by Mary Oliver as well. However, I did choose something else. So if everyone could rise for the final meditation. And this time I picked the lyrics from a song, and it's called That's What Friends Are For. It's by Dionne Warwick and Friends, and it goes, and I never thought I'd feel this way, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well then close your eyes and try to feel the way we do today. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. If you could please be seated. I'm hoping to follow the correct order. Announcements. Okay, I think first Sensei will give some announcements. Then I will have Marvin give his announcements, and then G.
I'll be quick, just tell you, everything's the same for the time being, which means I'll be here for Tai Chi, 1 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday outside somewhere, and we'll be here next Sunday. We're planning to be here next Sunday, and what's today is the 4th, and that's it. After that, no promises, because we're going to be renovating the grounds. We're going to be cleansing the grounds of the damage done by the fires and the smoke. Turned out that the more damage done to the building than we realized. That's why we're asking not to go out onto the porch, because the underpinnings have burned. There were wooden supports that are gone for the concrete. But it's going to take a good 2-3 weeks to renovate the place. We'll let you know as soon as we're back open, but we basically expect to be closed for the month of May following next week's service. But we'll be here next week, and it'll be a big service. It'll be a special service. We have a guest bishop of the Hawaii Kyodan, Reverend Tatsuya Aoki. On Saturday, he'll give a seminar at San Fernando Valley Honganji Buddhist Temple on Shogun and the Buddha, Shogun and Buddhism. He was in that Shogun, the most recent production of Shogun. And then the next day, he'll be here as our guest speaker for our Gotane service, celebrating the birthday of our founder, Shinran Shonin. So I really hope to see you next Sunday morning, and maybe Tuesday and Thursday at 1 for the Tai Chi. We'll keep doing Tai Chi somewhere, wherever I can do it. You'll have to check with me on that. But we're going to have to suspend services for a week or two following next Sunday. Please be here next Sunday.
Good morning. Again, my name is Marvin Inoue. I'm a volunteer down at Janum. But the reason I'm talking to you today, I just wanted to let you know that the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, as of May 11th, which is this coming week, is having a show on Buddhist sculptures and paraphernalia. And it will be there for 3 to 4 months, from what I understand. Okay, that's number one. And then also I wanted to let you know that in Little Tokyo, they're having a film festival going on. I don't know the exact details on it. Okay, thank you.
So good morning, everyone. I just wanted to remind you that day after the service, we have coffee and tea and breakfast bars. Nothing too sweet. But also next Saturday for the Tri-Temple seminar, if anybody would like to go, I will drive you. So let me know. There's no charge, but I just noticed that we were supposed to register by April 30th, but I'm sure they'll let us in. So if anybody wants to go down to San Fernando, I am willing to, be the bus. So let me know, and then we'll all go together. It'll be a nice way to support the San Fernando Temple with their Tri-Temple Seminar and to hear Bishop Aoki outside of the service.
Again, remember, please come and join us for coffee. And also, thank you again for coming to the service, and I appreciate it. Please come next week for Gotane. And I was thinking the episode I think he's in is that funeral procession, of the shogun's son. And I think, you could view it on Hulu. You might want to view it and then come hear him speak. Okay? Thank you again for coming. Be safe. Don't slip. Be careful going down. It is raining. Thank you again.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Kyoko. Thank you, Alan. Thanks to all of you for being here.
And just one thing, if you haven't had a chance to offer incense, or if you'd like to offer it again, please come up and do so.